Good morning. My name is Bruce Miller. I work for Hope Worldwide and I run the drug and alcohol recovery program that's based in South London. Last month, in our previous church-wide, I introduced the 2020 ODAAT Challenge fundraising event that many of you have signed up for. And so far, we have raised about £8,000. Our goal is 20,000, so we're getting on to halfway. So the purpose of my talking to you this morning is to really ask you if you can consider becoming a fundraiser. And in order to inspire you and give you some ideas, I've asked a number of our fundraisers why they have become fundraisers, what they've done for fundraising, and what they've found has been successful in their fundraising. The first of these is Claire Tootle in Edinburgh. Why are you raising money for ODAAT?
Well, I think for me and my family who I'm doing it with, we just wanted to do something, find a way to be creative, to support people, especially with this ODAAT program. It's, it's not where I live, it's not people that I would normally have the chance to meet and help. So I think it's just a great way to raise funds to help people that might not necessarily ever meet or see. It's a difficult time for everyone. I think it's important to be outward focused when it can be easy to be inward focused and worried about your own situation.
Fantastic. That's such a big heart. So what are you actually doing to raise funds?
I've been going around some local areas in Edinburgh and picking up litter. Basically, we going around kind of there. We have a nice walk near our house, which is by the river. So we went there a couple times, went to the beach, and I've just tried to pick up as much litter. And we go out with our gloves and stuff to be safe. So that's what we've been doing.
That's great, and I believe you've raised well over £100 so far. How have you found that? Has that been easy?
It's definitely a bit of a challenge because I think the main way we've got the message across is just online through social media, which has been really good because it's actually surprised me. Some of my friends have donated who I wouldn't have thought to ask, but also, it's definitely different to seeing people. Like my university courses are online at the minute, so I can't really have face-to-face interaction with people talking about it, but I guess it's a good way that we have social media to kind of put the word across.
Thanks so much for all that you're doing. It is going to have a big impact on many people's lives. The next person I'd like to introduce you to is Liam. Liam graduated from our program late last year and has been clean for about 18 months. Can you just tell me, why is it you've decided to raise money for ODAAT with the ODAAT Challenge this year?
Well, the first time I was in ODAAT in 2017, I believe. I didn't really know at the time. I was just following people's guidance and phone calls and meeting staff, and ended up in ODAAT for best part of 9 months, I believe. And it was only probably a couple of months into it that I found out the charities money that people had raised, and that was what contributed towards my time at ODAAT. And after graduating, the life that it showed me that was possible to have was unbelievable. And even though I ended up back in ODAAT the second time, which was an amazing experience, the amount of gratitude that I've got for what everyone's done for me, the people raising the money, the staff at ODAAT, I'm very grateful. All my family, my daughter, my mum, the gratitude runs all the way through my family, to be honest. It's only actually a tiny sort of action to show a little bit of gratitude and actually try and raise some money to help other people who are in the position that I was in 3-4 years ago.
Wow, that's so true. Thank you so much for sharing that. I know you've come through ODAAT a couple of times, and I believe you've been clean for over 18 months now, or maybe longer. So congratulations. So you're raising money to say thanks and be grateful and to give other people a chance. So what have you decided to do this year in your challenge?
Well, I'd love to have done the 20k run, but unfortunately, I don't believe I'm that fit. So I'm going to do the walk with the others.
Fantastic. And Liam, how have you found raising funds?
Well, I didn't set a massive target because I've only really got my family and close friends to sponsor me so far. But like I said a minute ago, my family and friends are also grateful for and know how much ODAAT has helped me. So just between close family and friends, I've not done too bad so far.
Excellent. Yeah, you've done almost 300 quid's worth of fundraising so far, and I know your heart is in an amazing place, and you're very grateful. So thank you so much for supporting us. I'm looking forward to seeing you in the flesh next week, Saturday, and we can do this walk together for a bit, and then I'll run off with some other mates.
Oh, mate.
I'm about to introduce to you Douglas, who is a member of our church in the southeast of London. So Douglas, tell me, why and what motivated you to actually become a fundraiser in the ODAAT challenge this year?
Hey Bruce, so I kind of heard from a testimony from one of the program graduates. The story he shared was really inspiring, and it just made me want to do something to help the cause.
Oh, fantastic! And what have you decided to actually do in order to raise funds this year?
So I decided to get involved in the press off challenge, which is just press ups for a whole month. So yeah, I'm kind of doing between 300 to 500 press ups a day.
Oh my gosh, 300 to 500 press ups a day is a lot. How have you found it?
Yes, it's tough. The body's creaking, but I know what I'm doing it for. It's for a great cause.
And thank you so much. I believe you've raised somewhere in the order of £1,600 to £1,700 so far. It'd be really cool if you could tell us, what are some of the things that have enabled you to raise this much money?
It's just the through the use of social media, and also being able to speak to colleagues at work as well.
That's great. So thank you so much for taking time out just to share with us some of the things that you've done. And I really appreciate your heart in really raising funds for ODAAT. We are so grateful for the work that you've put in so far, and we spur you on to do even more before now on the 31st of October. Thank you so much, Doug.
Okay, thank you.
So thank you so much for sharing. Really appreciate what you guys have done. And the others who have also done a lot of fundraising who didn't appear in the videos, thank you too. I just want to ask everyone who is watching this just to consider what you can do to have an impact, to help people whose lives are literally in danger, to be given the funds to be able to have their lives transformed and enable them to get back to their families, get back to their friends, take up meaningful work, and also to be positive contributors to society because they're no longer addicted to drugs or alcohol that literally destroys their lives. I really believe in this program, and we need your money because without it, our program simply can't run. Thank you so much for your generosity and your time. Cheers.